Hello everyone, my name is Michael Garcia and welcome to a special episode of The Sailor Station. This year marks the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and there were special commemorative activities to honor those who died and those who were affected by the events. The credit for the success of the high school events really goes to two social studies teachers at Oceanside High School, Mr. Todd Newson and Mr. Jason Manning. Here they are to discuss the meaning of a new logo that was created for the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
One of the highlights for me personally was seeing the community all wearing the same shirt, which was just a beautiful thing that came together. Miss Miller in our art department, we sat down and we spoke with her, and we knew we wanted to incorporate the Oceanside O, the 9/11 symbol that's used in the state of New York, and we wanted to somehow honor the 13 families that were impacted on 9/11 and lost loved ones. And we also knew that there were more people that lost their lives after. So this design of the Oceanside O surrounding the 9/11 memorial symbol with 13 bright stars representing those 13 families, and then cascading stars of everybody who's been impacted after, was truly a moving moment as everybody came together. And the proceeds from those sales will be donated to the museum and memorial, and also 9/11 related charities.
Being the 20th anniversary of 9/11, it was even more important this year to make sure that people that might not come to our ceremony on a yearly basis come this year, to remember the 13 people we lost in the Oceanside community and the thousands of people that were lost throughout the country.
The logo was used on t-shirts and banners in the community because there was an immense meaning and purpose behind it and what it symbolized. Another way that OHS commemorated the people we lost on 9/11 was to learn from the example set by all the people who acted selflessly that day and pledged to dedicate ourselves to be better. Let's take a look at a unique project designed by the mental health and social studies teachers Lori Patton and Laura Trongard.
The Mental Health Awareness Club, along with Miss Lori Patton and Miss Lori Trongard, invited students to use 9/11 as a starting point for a year of service. Each student pledged one act of kindness to make the world a better place. It ranged from saying they'd smile more in the hallway to helping more around the house, which helped set the tone of helpfulness, kindness, and service for the rest of the school year.
It is immensely profound that this project was able to be put together. Hopefully, the pledges made by all these students will signify a great start to the 2021 to 2022 school year. Now, to follow up, I interview retired firefighter Dave Williams to discuss the fire truck that was brought on school grounds and shown to the students of Oceanside High School. Hello, I'm Michael Garcia. I'm here with retired firefighter Dave Williams, and currently we are at Oceanside High School commemorating the 20th anniversary of 9/11. So, Mr. Williams, I know that you raised a fundraiser to help with the finances for this fire truck. Would that be correct?
Yes. My brother and I just, at the 18th anniversary, started to realize that people were starting to forget about 9/11. So we had purchased this truck to put the 343 names of the firefighters that we worked with on the truck. This year being the 20th anniversary, it seems that it's more poignant that we remember. It's nice to see that most of the students that are here in the high school have remembered, and they're doing a great job of placing flags and flowers to remember all the 343, plus all the other people that have passed on 9/11, which is truly amazing.
So, Mr. Williams, would you be able to point out any special features on this truck that stand out to you more?
Yes, there's 4 names on the truck that were firefighters from Oceanside that have passed away on 9/11. One of them I worked with was Kenny Marino. He was a graduate of Oceanside High School. What his dream was of playing baseball professionally, and he was a big Seattle Mariners fan and Ken Griffey fan. So he had been in touch with Ken Griffey, and at his funeral, Ken Griffey sent him a baseball bat. His name is on the rig. His mother was involved with the school district years ago. She's since retired. And his 4 names is Firefighter Spear, Firefighter Florio, Firefighter Marino. But it's interesting to see what goes on. Just remember and have everybody think and keep these people in their prayers and say, yes, thank you.
So my final question, I know that obviously today is the day before the 20th anniversary of 9/11. So would you say socially you've seen a change, a more positive change in people as time has gone on?
Well, right after 9/11, this whole country came together, and it was just amazing to see that everybody, no matter what their thoughts were or whatever they were thinking about, everybody worked together to realize what happened. And we saw, everybody was basically in the game together. But as time goes on, people forget, and things, memories are short, so it's hard to say, what people remember. But everybody seems to be, it's a different world. Right now, we don't know where we are, but hopefully we'll all come together.
All right, well, thank you so much for your service, Mr. Dave Williams, and thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you. Stay well.
It was such an honor and a privilege to be given the opportunity to interview Mr. Williams. It was very intriguing to learn about how this fire truck came to be from an emotional standpoint. Mr. Williams' profound words affected me emotionally, and I hope that his words come to fruition. In addition to those events, the boys' soccer team dedicated their game that day and had a special honor guard for the opening ceremony. In an effort to involve the community, firefighters set up booths and trucks to learn fire safety. South Nassau Hospital brought their Vaxmobile to vaccinate anyone who wanted it, and video students were there to allow the community members to tell their own story of what happened to them on 9/11, or just to say thank you to a first responder. Let's see some of the highlights.
And we also were able to set up a booth that allowed for members of the community to come and tell their stories and reflect and thank first responders.
I was 8 months pregnant with my first child, and I was a flight attendant for United Airlines.
I was a police officer assigned to the 10th precinct in Manhattan. And on that particular day, I was actually on vacation.
On September 11, 2001, I was the chief of the Oceanside Fire Department. It started out as a beautiful day. I went to an ambulance call here in town. I went up to the dispatcher's office.
So I got woken up by my stepmother early that morning, right after the first plane had hit. I got driven to the firehouse because I was unsure how long we were going to be there for, in which we wound up going to stage at Belmont Racetrack to assist the New York City Fire Department with whatever they needed.
I would like to thank all of our first responders. From the hearts of Troop 2238, we thank you for your service.
I want to thank our first responders.
I just want to thank all the first responders, our current active and retired military, because I couldn't do what you do, and I'm honored to be protected by you.
Thank you to all the people that helped in 9/11.
Just wanted to say thank you to all the first responders and the military out there.
On behalf of myself, of Oceanside High School, we thank all of our first responders, and we thank you for that day, and thank you for your continued service to our country.
I use this opportunity to thank everyone who helped organize this amazing day for the Oceanside community, and certainly also use it as an opportunity to thank all of those first responders who 20 years ago made the eternal sacrifice for each and every one of us. We thank you, and we will never forget.
I would say that a fantastic way to start this school year is to bring the community together as a collective, and I believe we achieved that. It was so powerful to see all these people come together to honor a tradition as a strong community. As many of you may know, a ceremony was held at Schoolhouse Green to pay tribute to the heroic men and women who lost their lives during the events of 9/11. The ceremony included performances by the high school orchestra and choir, and the participation of the Girl Scouts who led the community in prayer. The Boy Scouts marched and stood alongside the fire and police departments as an honor guard. A particularly touching moment was the annual wreath reveal and the reading of the names of the 13 Oceanside community members killed on that day. The full ceremony is posted on the Sailor Station YouTube page. Thank you for joining us for this special episode of the Sailor Station. I'm Michael Garcia, and for all things Sailor Nation, we are the Sailor Station.